What a night for a fight. Under the lights, my name is Todd Grisham. We are here at the Empire Fight Camp. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
It's action, it's action.
Sugar Ray. Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time. Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight.
This bout is scheduled for...
You've heard of people dancing? You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Good right hand. Caught him with a left hook. Have you ever danced with the devil under the pale moonlight? That's what these two men are about to go through as they've been talking so much trash on social media. It's time to settle the score. And he misses with the left uppercut. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. It's bombs away. And he just missed with that left jab. Fantastic punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I don't know which fighter, which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down. Counterfighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
And he misses with that jab. This is not the way he wanted this fight to start. Let's see if he can get out of trouble. Is this big opportunity to finish the fight slipping him by? We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Caught him with a left hook. He misses with that jab. These middleweight type of fights, Johnny, you're obviously not going to see the speed you see in some of the lighter divisions or the power you see in some of the heavier divisions, but you sort of get the best of both worlds.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but
despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. This fight is closer than 2 pages. And there's the bell for round 3. Good one. Nice exchange here from both men. Oh, and he caught him with a left hook. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That could be the real difference.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Oh, that punch. That punch scores. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Who's winning this fight? Which fighter's going to get clipped first? He takes that jab. He missed with that jab. He just misses with that jab. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have the quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? And he caught him with a left hook. Through the hook, didn't land. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to this round still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. This fight could not be any closer, could it, Johnny? Who's going to be the first one to get rocked? He misses with that jab. And he caught him with a left hook. Jab does not score. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. Good one. He fails to score with that left hook. Nice punch. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with
a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. This one could go either way. Which fighter's going to get caught first? He got caught clean by a left hook. Nice slip to avoid the jab. He didn't take that jab well at all. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
that power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? That's another scoring shot. Got out of the way of that right hook. He parries away that left hook. The referee may be called into action here. He's taking a good look at it. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Not much to write home about in that. There's the bell to start round 7. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
What a punch. The jab doesn't quite connect. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Neither man really defending themselves. Tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. This fight is closer than 2 pages in a book, Johnny. Which fighter's going to get clipped first? Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Blocks the hook. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Well, that seemed to be like a feel-out round. There's the bell for round 9. One of the best rounds I've seen this year. Missing with the hook. Quick punch scores. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Jab does not score. Oh, that punch. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful,
you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Know which fighter is winning this battle. Who's going to be the first one to get caught? Both men step back for just a moment. And there he caught him with a stiff jab. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize.
Oh, Leonard just got rocked.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. He parries that left jab away. He rocked him! And finally, Jones goes down!
One, two, three, four, five.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. I don't know about you, Johnny, but I'm getting a little bit sleepy.
I know those rounds.
Let's start 11. Missing with that jab. And at some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighter. Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go.
One, two, three, four, five, six.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. That jab doesn't score. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. What would you tell this guy, Johnny? He's got... There's the bell for round 12. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That could be the real difference. Do you believe this? Big hook doesn't land. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Hit him with a left jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Not the way either one of these fighters hoped it would go, but they can't be too upset. No one loses here. This fight's a draw.
No complaints there at all. The crowd agree, I agree. The ref knew exactly what he was doing. So you know what? Great shout. I look forward to fight number 2.